Introduction: A Heart's Odyssey, From Crisis to Triumph. In the heart of a vibrant city, where the hustle and bustle of daily life interwove with the dreams and aspirations of its inhabitants, a man named Mr. Johnson lived a life filled with routine, joy, and the bonds of family. With each passing day, he navigated the labyrinth of his responsibilities and pleasures, unaware that the very core of his existence was about to face an unexpected upheaval. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the city's lights began to twinkle like stars on the ground, Mr. Johnson found himself dining at a cozy restaurant with his loved ones. Laughter, chatter, and the clinking of cutlery resonated in the air, forming a backdrop to a moment that would forever alter his life's course. Amidst the joyous atmosphere, an insidious intruder quietly made its presence known, ear-sharp, searing pain in his chest that gripped him like an invisible vice. Gasping for breath and clutching his chest, Mr. Johnson's face mirrored a mixture of confusion, fear, and an urgent need for help. His family, sharing the table and his life's journey, sprang into action with a united purpose: to protect, to aid, and to save. Panic blurred with determination as they called for medical assistance, and soon, the cacophony of sirens broke the tranquility of the evening, marking the arrival of an ambulance that would be his lifeline. Within moments, paramedics rushed to the scene, equipped with tools, knowledge, and compassion. Their rapid assessment revealed a heart under duress, a heart attack in progress. Time hung in a delicate balance as they worked swiftly, stabilizing Mr. Johnson and transporting him onto a stretcher. The restaurant's warm ambience faded into the background as the urgency of the situation took center stage, a race against time to reach the haven of a hospital's care. As the ambulance maneuvered through the city's streets, its siren wailing, Mr. Johnson clung to a fragile thread of hope, intertwined with his family's support and the expertise of the paramedics. The hospital's towering facade emerged on the horizon, a symbol of both sanctuary and uncertainty. Admitted into the bustling emergency department, Mr. Johnson's journey from heartache to healing officially commenced. In the chapters that unfold, we shall witness the remarkable tapestry of human life intricately woven with the threads of medical science, compassion, and resilience. From the array of tests conducted to decipher the enigma of his ailment, to the decision to undergo a critical heart surgery, we journey alongside Mr. Johnson, traversing the corridors of fear, hope, and the relentless pursuit of life's precious moments. This narrative chronicles not just Mr. Johnson's individual saga, but echoes the collective experience of countless souls who have braved the unpredictable terrain of medical emergencies. It is a reminder that within the vulnerability of health lies the strength of human spirit, fortified by the dedication of medical professionals, the unwavering love of family, and the profound resilience of the human heart, both literal and metaphorical. So, join us as we embark on a voyage through the chapters of Mr. Johnson's Odyssey, a tale that resonates with the symphony of life's trials, discoveries, and ultimately, the triumph of the human will over adversity.
Chapter 1: A Scary Moment. In the enchanting ambience of a restaurant adorned with soft lighting and a melange of delicious aromas, Mr. Johnson found himself seated with his family, immersed in a moment of togetherness. Laughter and anecdotes filled the air as they savored their meals, cherishing the simple joy of sharing experiences. The evening seemed like any other, a fleeting moment in the tapestry of their lives. However, fate often has a way of unfolding its story in the most unexpected of moments. Amid the clinking of glasses and the symphony of conversations, Mr. Johnson felt an uninvited guest, a sharp pain that gripped his chest with an intensity he had never known before. It was as if the very rhythm of his life had been disrupted, leaving him breathless and bewildered. As the pain radiated from his chest to his arm and jaw, a cold sense of fear washed over him. The vibrant colors of the restaurant's decor dimmed, replaced by a haze of discomfort and anxiety. Mr. Johnson's breaths grew shallow, and his once steady heart raced like a wild stallion. With each passing moment, the pain's persistence intensified, turning a celebratory evening into a battle against the unknown. Beside him, his family observed his distress with growing concern. The joyful atmosphere had transformed into a stage of worry and apprehension. Sensing the urgency of the situation, his loved ones rallied around him, their faces reflecting a blend of compassion, panic, and determination. Amidst the turmoil, a unified resolve emerged. They needed help, and they needed it urgently. Gathering their strength, Mr. Johnson's family swiftly took action. Amidst the chaos of anxiety, they contacted the restaurant staff for assistance. Moments later, the establishment's employees sprang into action, dialing for an ambulance with practiced efficiency. In those tense minutes, the restaurant's walls seemed to close in, a reminder of the fragility of life and the unpredictable turns it could take. As the ambulance's wails pierced the night, piercing through the fabric of the city's routine, Mr. Johnson found himself on the precipice of a pivotal moment. Fear and vulnerability coexisted with the realization that he was not alone. His family stood beside him, and help was en route. The transition from the world of laughter and camaraderie to the realm of medical urgency was jarring, yet it served as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in times of crisis. In the midst of this maelstrom of emotions, Mr. Johnson clung to hope. The paramedics' arrival brought with it a glimmer of solace, a promise of skilled hands and knowledgeable minds dedicated to restoring his health. As he was carefully placed on a stretcher, Mr. Johnson's gaze met the worried yet determined expressions of his family. In that shared moment, they became a steadfast pillar of support, reinforcing the belief that even in the face of adversity, unity and love could prevail. And so, Chapter 1 unveiled the transformation of an ordinary evening into a pivotal turning point, where the ordinary gave way to the extraordinary. In the face of uncertainty, a man and his family found themselves united in a challenge they never expected. Little did they know that this would be the prologue to an extraordinary journey, one that would lead them through the labyrinth of hospitals, tests, and ultimately, the triumph of a beating heart.
Chapter 2: Rushing to the Hospital. As the symphony of worry and urgency played out in the restaurant, the city's streets became a canvas for the sirens of an approaching ambulance. Its flashing lights painted streaks of red and white against the night's canvas, announcing its arrival like a beacon of hope amidst the darkness. The paramedics, clad in their uniforms of competence, moved with practiced precision as they assessed Mr. Johnson's condition. Gently, yet efficiently, they approached Mr. Johnson, their eyes focused on the task at hand. The mixture of anxiety and pain that etched his face did not go unnoticed. It was a language they understood well, the language of a body in distress. With a reassuring touch and calm words, they eased Mr. Johnson onto a stretcher, ensuring his comfort as they prepared to embark on a journey that would bridge the gap between crisis and care. The ambulance's doors closed with a determined click, cocooning Mr. Johnson in an environment of medical equipment and professional expertise. The once familiar surroundings of the restaurant receded into memory as the vehicle's engine roared to life, setting the stage for a race against time. Outside, the city's lights blurred into streaks as the ambulance carved its path through the urban landscape, each turn and swerve a reminder of the fragility of life's journey. Inside the ambulance, the paramedics' demeanor was a blend of focus and compassion. With every second that passed, their hands moved with a sense of urgency, attaching monitors that tracked Mr. Johnson's vital signs. The rhythmic beep of machines became a backdrop to a narrative of hope and healing, a lifeline that bridged the gap between a world of pain and a haven of medical expertise. As the ambulance navigated the labyrinthine streets, its sirens wail a testament to the gravity of the situation, Mr. Johnson clung to the promise of the hospital's care. The once intimidating walls of the medical facility, which had often seemed distant and foreign, now stood as a sanctuary of hope. The bustling energy of the emergency department awaited his arrival, a realm where a dedicated team of healthcare professionals stood ready to embrace his journey with open arms. Through the windows of the ambulance, the hospital's facade came into view, a realm of possibility and uncertainty, where the convergence of medical science and human compassion would intertwine. The paramedics expertly transferred Mr. Johnson from the ambulance to a waiting hospital bed, the transition from one realm to another symbolizing his passage from a state of distress to a state of care. With the threshold of the hospital crossed, Chapter 2 drew to a close, leaving behind a trail of sirens and worry, and ushering in a world where medical expertise and dedication converged. The paramedics' presence remained a constant reminder that in moments of crisis, heroes emerged, armed not with capes, but with skills that could mend the very fabric of life.
Chapter 3: Many Tests. Within the sterile embrace of the hospital's emergency department, Mr. Johnson found himself amidst the controlled chaos of medical professionals, bustling around with purpose and determination. The beeping of monitors, the hushed conversations, and the clatter of medical equipment formed a symphony of healing that enveloped the space, a realm where science and compassion danced in harmony. As Mr. Johnson's gurney was wheeled into a private area, a team of doctors and nurses swiftly initiated their assessments. With gentle voices and reassuring smiles, they introduced themselves, creating an atmosphere of comfort that served as a soothing balm for Mr. Johnson's frayed nerves. Amidst the whirlwind of activity, their presence stood as a testament to the human capacity to provide solace in moments of uncertainty. The tests commenced a series of diagnostic tools and procedures designed to unravel the mystery of Mr. Johnson's ailment. The first step was a blood test, a seemingly simple yet crucial examination that would provide valuable insights into his body's inner workings. The sensation of the needle's prick was momentary, quickly overshadowed by the collective determination to uncover the truth. Next came the electrocardiogram, ECG, a procedure that involved attaching electrodes to Mr. Johnson's chest. The wires connected to a machine that graphed the electrical activity of his heart, capturing its rhythm and signals in intricate patterns. The ECG's printout revealed a snapshot of his heart's dance, a dance that had momentarily stumbled, triggering the events that led him to this pivotal moment. The doctors discussed their findings with Mr. Johnson, breaking down the complex language of medicine into understandable terms. They explained that the tests had revealed a heart attack, caused by blocked arteries that prevented sufficient blood flow to his heart muscle. The room seemed to grow quieter as Mr. Johnson absorbed the gravity of his condition, his family's presence a lifeline of support. Beyond the ECG and blood tests, the medical team conducted further assessments. An echocardiogram provided a visual glimpse into Mr. Johnson's heart, using sound waves to create detailed images of its structure and function. Stress tests followed, evaluating his heart's response to physical exertion. Each test was a puzzle piece, slowly fitting into place to form a comprehensive picture of his health. Amidst the tests, the medical professionals remained a constant source of guidance and empathy. They answered Mr. Johnson's questions, offered reassurance, and shared the path forward. Their efforts encapsulated the essence of medical care, a blend of science and humanity, a delicate balance between the technical and the emotional. As the chapter unfolded, the tests not only offered insights into Mr. Johnson's condition, but served as a bridge between the medical realm and the realm of the human experience. Each procedure carried with it a mixture of anticipation, hope, and apprehension, as he awaited the answers that would pave the way for his journey toward healing. Chapter 3, marked by the rhythm of tests and the warmth of compassionate care, drew to a close, leaving behind a trail of data and emotions intertwined. The medical puzzle was slowly being solved, piece by piece, each revelation inching Mr. Johnson closer to the critical decisions that lay ahead.
Chapter 4, admitted to the hospital. With the tapestry of tests completed, Mr. Johnson's journey took a new turn as he was welcomed into the folds of the hospital's care. The bustling emergency department gradually gave way to a more serene atmosphere as he was wheeled to his own private room. The transition marked the beginning of a week-long stay, a period of observation, healing, and introspection. The hospital room, adorned with clean linens and a window that offered glimpses of the outside world, became Mr. Johnson's temporary sanctuary. The medical equipment in the room was a reminder of the intricate web of technology and expertise that surrounded him, a reassuring presence in his journey toward recovery. Nurses, with their kind smiles and attentive demeanor, entered his room periodically, checking his vitals and ensuring his comfort. Mr. Johnson's family, a constant source of support, settled into the rhythm of the hospital routine. Their visits brought with them a sense of familiarity, a connection to the outside world that transcended the sterile walls of the room. Laughter and stories intertwined with discussions about the path forward, creating a tapestry of love and unity that served as a beacon of hope in the midst of uncertainty. During his hospital stay, Mr. Johnson had the opportunity to reflect on his health and his life's journey. The ticking of the clock on the wall seemed to echo the passage of time, a reminder of the fleeting nature of moments and the importance of cherishing every heartbeat. In the quiet moments of solitude, he contemplated the significance of this experience, vowing to prioritize his health and embrace the second chance he had been granted. Medical professionals continued to monitor Mr. Johnson's progress, adjusting his treatment plan as needed. The information gathered from the initial tests served as a compass, guiding the decisions that would shape his path to recovery. The hospital room, once a place of uncertainty, transformed into a sanctuary of hope, a cocoon of healing where every effort was dedicated to his well-being. As days turned into nights, and the rhythm of the hospital routine became a familiar melody, Mr. Johnson's strength gradually returned. The pain that had once gripped his chest began to subside, replaced by a sense of gratitude for the second lease on life he had been granted. Each sunrise heralded a new opportunity, a reminder that every day was a gift, and that he was surrounded by the love of his family and the expertise of his medical team. With each passing day, Mr. Johnson's room became a haven of recovery, a space where his heart's journey to healing continued. Chapter 4 was a chapter of transition, from the initial shock of the heart attack to the sanctuary of the hospital room. It was a time of reflection, connection, and transformation, a bridge between the past and the future that beckoned with promise.
Chapter 5: Preparing for Surgery. Amidst the quiet hum of the hospital routine, Mr. Johnson's journey took a significant turn as the medical team discussed a pivotal decision: the prospect of heart surgery. The doctors, armed with a comprehensive understanding of his condition, engaged in candid conversations with Mr. Johnson and his family about the potential benefits and risks of the procedure. Gathered around his hospital room, the medical professionals explained the intricacies of the surgery. With visual aids and clear explanations, they demystified the process, outlining the steps they would take to alleviate the blockages that had led to his heart attack. The room's atmosphere was a blend of gravity and hope, as Mr. Johnson grappled with the significance of the decision before him. The medical team's compassion and expertise played a crucial role in alleviating Mr. Johnson's concerns. Their willingness to address his questions, no matter how small, was a testament to their dedication to his well-being. Together, they forged a path forward, a journey of trust and collaboration that highlighted the power of partnership between patients and healthcare professionals. As Mr. Johnson weighed the options, his family's unwavering support provided a steady foundation. Their presence, a testament to the strength of bonds forged through trials, reinforced his belief that he was not alone in this journey. Their collective understanding that surgery was a means to an end, a step toward reclaiming his health, instilled a sense of purpose and determination. The decision made, preparations for the surgery began. Mr. Johnson was informed about the preoperative procedures he would undergo, a series of tests and evaluations to ensure his body was in the best possible condition for the impending procedure. The days leading up to the surgery were marked by a mixture of anticipation and a touch of apprehension, emotions that were mirrored in the faces of his family members. In the interim, the hospital room transformed into a space of contemplation. Mr. Johnson's mind wandered through memories of life's chapters, each experience shaping his journey to this pivotal moment. His conversations with family members and medical professionals alike took on a profound significance, each exchange contributing to his mental and emotional readiness for the surgery ahead. As the date of the surgery approached, the room's walls seemed to expand, accommodating not just the physical presence of Mr. Johnson and his family, but the collective hopes and prayers of those who cared for his well-being. The hospital's corridors echoed with the shared resolve of a man determined to reclaim his health and the medical professionals committed to making that aspiration a reality. Chapter 5 unfolded as a bridge between contemplation and action, as decisions turned into preparations and the stage was set for a transformative procedure. The room's walls bore witness to the camaraderie between patients and professionals, a reminder that in the realm of healthcare, unity and trust were the cornerstones upon which journeys to healing were built.
Chapter 6: The Heart Surgery. The day dawned with a palpable sense of significance, marking the culmination of Mr. Johnson's journey thus far. It was the day of his heart surgery, an event that would require both medical expertise and Mr. Johnson's unwavering trust in the hands of skilled professionals. As he was wheeled into the operating room, he carried with him a mixture of hope, anxiety, and a determination to embrace the path to healing. The operating room was a realm of controlled chaos, where a team of surgeons, nurses, and technicians prepared to perform a delicate dance of medical intervention. Amidst the gleam of stainless steel and the hum of machinery, the atmosphere was charged with a sense of purpose. The air seemed to crackle with anticipation as each team member played their part, united by a shared goal: to mend a broken heart and restore its rhythm. Before the procedure began, the anesthesiologist introduced themselves to Mr. Johnson, explaining the steps they would take to ensure his comfort and safety. As the anesthesia gradually took effect, Mr. Johnson's consciousness ebbed away, his journey toward healing becoming a journey of dreams and quiet oblivion. The surgeons, with their steady hands and focused expressions, embarked on the intricate choreography of the surgery. They delicately opened Mr. Johnson's chest, exposing his heart, a symbol of both vulnerability and resilience. Guided by the latest technology and their years of experience, they set out to remove the blockages that had threatened his well-being. The surgery was a symphony of precision, as the surgeons navigated the labyrinth of Mr. Johnson's blood vessels, carefully opening blocked arteries and restoring the flow of life-giving blood. The room's silence was punctuated by the rhythmic sounds of medical instruments and monitors, each beat a testament to the life that coursed through Mr. Johnson's veins. As the surgery reached its crescendo, the surgeons gradually closed Mr. Johnson's chest, sealing the path to his healing. The room's energy shifted from intensity to a quiet sense of accomplishment, as the team's collective efforts culminated in a transformative procedure. Mr. Johnson's heart, once compromised, had been given a second chance, a testament to the marvels of medical science and the dedication of those who wielded it. In the days that followed the surgery, Mr. Johnson gradually emerged from the cocoon of anesthesia, his consciousness rekindling like the first rays of dawn. The room's surroundings, once unfamiliar, began to take on a comforting familiarity. The initial grogginess gave way to clarity, and with each passing moment, the realization set in: he had crossed a threshold, transcending the barriers that had once constrained his health. The support of his family and the presence of the medical professionals remained constant beacons of hope during this phase of recovery. The medical team monitored his progress, ensuring that his body responded positively to the surgery. Physically and emotionally, Mr. Johnson's journey took on a new dimension, as he embraced the reality of his transformed heart and the promise of a healthier future. And thus, Chapter 6 drew to a close, marking the culmination of an intricate journey. The heart surgery, a pivotal chapter in Mr. Johnson's story, epitomized the intersection of medical science, human determination, and the power of healing. With each beat of his revitalized heart, Mr. Johnson embarked on a new chapter of life, armed with the resilience that comes from traversing the path from crisis to triumph.